up, everyone? This is SojuTalk, your weekly shot of K-pop. We're coming at you with a super spicy episode 191, and we're recording on June 30th. Wait, May 30th. Why did I write June here?
Future?
May 30th, 2022. I'm Doug, and joining me today, we got Warren.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
And Anita.
Hello.
And as a quick reminder, check out SojuTalk on your favorite podcast platform, sub to us on YouTube, and join the SojuTalk Discord and be a part of the nation. One announcement, a big shout out to our new Fiesta patron, Flacco Louie, aka Lewis.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
Shout out to them. We've been getting a lot of patrons lately, you know.
Yes.
We would like to thank all our patrons for supporting SojuTalk. Yo, and shout out to Lewis. I believe they're from Oklahoma, you know?
Oh.
Nice.
Nice. I have a friend
think,
over in Oklahoma.
Alexa's from Oklahoma, too.
Is she?
Oh,
Yes.
yes,
Wait,
yes,
you are
yes.
right? Wow.
All right. Big new releases. 3 songs this week. Tuesday, we had LIGHTSUM with the live. Friday, we had 17 with Hot. And then Monday, NCT Dream with Beatbox. Let's talk about some LIGHTSUM. They are from Cube. Debuted 2021. Last 2 songs, I think it's Vivice is how we called that one. And Vanilla with Zero Music Show win so far. They have only 3 title tracks. Alive is head and shoulders the best of the 3 songs they've released so far.
So far, correct. Yes. I would agree.
I remember we said that Vanilla was just so vanilla that it was a bad debut back in the day. I remember me saying that it was just so vanilla. It was like,
Bad joke.
I remember Vivice. I thought there was just a lot of trumpets, not a lot of substance or something, right?
Vivace is the one where I was getting a strong whiff of IZ*ONE in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The styling as well.
It's a live song. I feel like my main complaint with them, and I think I don't know if it's you guys too, was like, I feel like they haven't committed to a concept. I feel like with Alive though, they're doing this teen crush thing, you know, like I'm in high school, but I'm a cool kid, you know, I ain't following no rules. I feel like they've settled onto that, and I think this song and concept for a group that's on its 3rd song that debuted last year, I think this is all appropriate and it all makes sense to me now.
I think, right, like I've been calling it on the side, outside of the K-pop, I've been calling it the Rocket Punch Dilemma. Where you're testing out multiple different concepts,
Yes.
seeing which one sticks, seeing which one works well with the members. Basically, it's like you're doing market tests with these folks. Eventually, you want to stick to a concept and dig deeper into that concept so that you make it your own, right? If you think about all the successful K-pop groups, they have one strong, distinct identity and they stick to it really, really well and then expand from there. So I do agree. It's a little concerning that they've been kind of going all over the place. But I feel like I kind of agree with you. Compared to the other 2 V songs, Vivace and Vanilla, this one I feel like works a lot better. I feel like the members are doing a very nice job in terms of both like performance in the song itself and then performance in the music video as well, where like they're, you know, like they have to portray a concept, right? I'd say this is like a teen crush concept, right? Like I'm still young, I have high energy, you know, like look at us, we're in high school, we're wearing school uniforms, you know, that's
Altered school
right.
uniforms, yes.
I'm doing an awful job of describing what teen crush is, but you get the idea. It's like girl crush, but like we're like, it's like young energy and
It's fresh.
right. And even though I'm no longer of that demographic, sadly, I'm an old man in the basement.
Bro, I'm old and tired and angry and cranky, dude.
We are sometimes double the age of certain K-pop idols, but I can definitely groove to this. I feel like I was kind of like getting the positive energy and kind of grooving to it myself, and that was nice. You know? Yeah, Anita?
Yes.
Yeah, agree? Disagree?
No. I agree with the concept, and I also want to say like the styling I think made sense. I also thought like the general structure of the song I think did a good job of balancing the fresh vibe as well of the teen crush concept while also trying to retain the cool factor, right? That they're trying to sell. And I feel like I was kind of surprised that it worked because at first the verses and the build up, it felt like it was a little bit more. I don't want to call it like experimental, but it didn't feel bright. Like it felt like we were kind of serious, kind of. The best comparison I can give is like it was giving me Rum Pum Pum FX. If you guys remember that song.
Wow.
I know what you mean.
And,
yeah, I know.
and it was like, okay, I don't know where this is gonna go. And then when we got to the chorus, it kind of felt like, oh, it kind of resolved into the more bright, friendly sound, which I think makes more sense. And I feel like, I like how they structured it that way because it felt like it was complementing the imagery, the concept, but also making it a little bit more interesting. So I like that. I like how they worked around that. Also, like my biggest highlight for this comeback has been the dancing. I saw a couple of live performances. Yeah, they were really good. I felt like I don't know if maybe was just a good match for the girls, but it just felt like a lot of things came together, and I was like, oh, it feels like it's more enjoyable to watch them live because I feel like the dancing was really high energy. It was fun. And I don't know. I think it makes sense. So I like how everything worked together in this comeback. I do share the concern of the finding the identity, the color for the group. I don't know. This is safe. This is very safe and it makes sense. It works. I don't know if you can do it again.
You know what this sounds a little bit like to me? A tiny bit like Dala Dala.
Okay, let's go back to
yes.
I was waiting to say that as well because
Really? Okay, I felt like I was getting same vibes.
No,
you know?
I was gonna say the same exact thing because earlier, Anita, you mentioned that they were balancing some of the more minor melodies in the first half of the song, and then once you hit the chorus, it's a lot more majory, and then
more bright.
The second half of the chorus also has a minor melody, the to ron ton ton ron ton, that kind of melody, right? And Dala Dala did that really really well, where they balanced some of the more edgy sounds in the verses, and once you hit the chorus, right, it's like you know, like that kind of thing. And that does a really really good job of creating a constant sense of tension, a constant sense of, you know, like stay engaged over here, you know, and I think that was really really nice. And you can also tell that they intended that intended to do that in the chorus as well, where if you listen to each bar of the chorus, it begins with the brass boom kind of sound, right? And then the second half you hear like either the melody that I mentioned earlier, the bum ba that sound, or you hear some chord stacks, some synths on the higher end of the higher notes, in the higher registers, and going back and forth between low end and high end like that does a really really good job of creating some tension. And I feel like you end up with this very very, you know, if you're gonna tell me it's out of the box kind of a solution, sure, but it works really really well here, and it's a good solution, you know. That being said, I'm also getting hints of ITZY. I'm getting hints of FX. I'm getting a little bit of Billy as well. I'm also wondering if Twice debuted in 2022, is this the kind of sound they would have had? Kind of thoughts? Yeah. Doug, we're not getting you at all for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh, I was muted. I was turning on my light. I said something. I said a hot take. I'm gonna repeat it though.
Okay.
If ITZY's not going to do the style of music which worked for them, you might as well do it.
Fill in the gap.
Ooh.
Oh.
I feel like that's a fair criticism, right?
Well,
ITZY never left their sound completely.
I feel like they left it when they did Mafia in the Morning.
Mafia in the Morning
is
is like,
true.
we don't talk about that, you know? Like,
we don't talk about Mafia in the Morning. No. Man.
Stop.
Okay.
I feel like if you listen to Loco or like Swipe, that original sound is still there.
Well, that's fair. That's
right.
fair. I want to give out some superlatives. A couple kids. Number one, in terms of the dancing, Joohyun. I saw her for the first time on the unit back in the day when she was like a fetus. Like she was the dancing girl on that show who was like, I think she was like 14 or 15 back then or something.
Wow.
she's good. I think she's doing really well dancing. Hancho, you know, so here was one of my curiosities about Hancho. You know how she got screwed out of not being in Eyes One, right?
Yes.
Because of
Yeah.
I wonder, and they apparently, you remember they said they settled with them outside of court. I wonder how much money Mnet had to give her.
I don't know.
I would have demanded like the amount that each Eyes One kid made. You know, one member of Eyes One made over their career.
Well, it looks like they have some money now because they're all wearing Gucci and Dolce and Gabbana.
Hey,
That's
hey,
where it
maybe
went.
they got that Mnet money. And lastly, I think Nayoung, who was also on Produce 48, she's doing a really good job. She's like the main standout for me, I thought.
She's a perfect fit for this concept. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Can I also give a shout out to another person?
Sure.
Who?
I believe her name is Sanga.
Oh, the strong looking one, right?
Yes, I
Yeah,
really
yeah.
like the styling that they gave her, like the cap and the suit style. I thought that was really nice, and I think she did really well when she was in the center position in the dance. So shout out to her as well.
So you know how elephants
Right.
elephants have two tusks?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
You know how it's like very long and like kind of pointy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's called Sanga in Korean.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, and her name is also Sanga. So there you go.
There you
Korean
go.
101.
The more you learn.
The more you know. Just putting that out there. Here's the thing. I feel like compared to the other first two the debut and the first comeback, I feel like I know the members' faces a lot more with this track.
Same. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I feel like it's two things, right? For one, I think the styling team and the concept production team, they did a decent job. They did a good job of figuring out the direction to go with these folks, and I think their potential really like kind of exploded here. On the other hand, I'm gonna go back to what I said earlier. I feel like they're doing a good job of like portraying this concept. I feel like it's a good combination of them doing a really, really good job, them growing into this spot, because like this is obviously their third thing, right? They've got to be better than the first track they worked on. So I think it's a combination of that. I think they're just on a good trajectory, surprisingly.
Okay.
Which
okay.
makes me sound like I was undermining them, and that is I'll be honest, that is totally the case. I had no expectations for LIGHTSUM.
This is the first time after a LIGHTSUM comeback, or I'm like, I see where we're heading. You know, I see the light in the tunnel. You know, because we were wondering how LIGHTSUM would establish themselves because they're from Cube. G-Idol's from Cube. G-Idol now has a very distinct way they're going. Right, I feel where they've shifted towards, especially with this Tomboy song that popped off. So I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going in that direction because it worked. Right. This LIGHTSUM now, it's more of a traditional girl group sound, I would say. It is working though. So I think that is very positive for Cube. They finally were able to differentiate the two groups, I think.
Let's go.
So
Let's go.
I think that's exciting for LIGHTSUM, if
Now,
anything.
on the other hand, we might just be positively biased because we haven't had a girl group song in a long time.
That is true. You know, that is kind of true.
I was like, finally, a girl group. It's been so long.
Wait, let me see next week. Is there any girl groups? Joyudi's pretty close to a girl group.
Okay.
All right, let's move on to the boy groups then. Friday, 17 with Hot. They're from Pledis debut 2015. Last year's songs were Rock With You, Ready to Love, and Home Run. 46 music show wins so far. Anita, you're a 17 fan. How do you feel about this one?
Yes. I will say this. First impressions, I was interested in this song more than their previous comebacks. I will say that. There's a lot going on visually in this music video, so that was kind of the first thing that grabbed my attention. That there's so much. A lot of editing was done, a lot of transitions, a lot of cuts. But I feel like it was running the line of being too much, and I think for some it crossed it. I think it was too much. For me, I didn't think it was quite there yet, but I understand if some people were like, nah, it was too overwhelming. I don't know about you guys.
I was confused. I was distracted.
Confused. Okay.
I
There's
hit myself
a
in
lot.
confusion.
There's just so much going on in this song visually and audibly. Like, there's a little overwhelming, right?
It was a little visually stimulating and audioly stimulating. What's the word when it's like hearing?
I don't know. I just said audibly, but I don't know if that's right,
audibly. Who cares? You guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah, no, I agree with you. It's very stimulating. There's a lot going on. There were clear moments where like the track was like, oh, this is where you want to give you a break, right? The pre-chorus is a very obvious standout moment there where like suddenly the cuts are normal, right? It's just
Oh yes.
normal cuts on the beat. And the track itself is also like taking a break from all the excitement that's going on. But I mean, I agree. There's just a lot of things going on. It almost felt like an NCT kind of sound, but a lot more popular friendly.
Interesting.
Right, a lot more GP friendly kind of sound in that aspect, and less of what I would typically expect from NCT. Sorry, and I expect from 17. Not that means a lot anymore, because ever since they've done Clap, they've been doing both of this is our 17 thing / we're gonna try other funky stuff too, you know.
They've tried like swing with with home run essentially, right? Like they've done a lot of different things. I think like my only issues. I think this song has a vibe. It's fun. It's a good song. I think there's some parts. I thought there was a lot of auto tuning where maybe we didn't need it. I thought at certain points.
No, I like the autotune. No,
You liked it? You liked it?
I
Okay.
liked it, yeah.
I guess I was just like, oh no, what was it? I like any part where they sang a lot more than the parts where they rapped.
Okay.
Ah.
I can see
Yeah.
that, yeah. I personally didn't have an issue with the rap or the autotune. Not gonna lie, none of it stood out in particular. But the moment, oh shoot, what's his name? I know their names.
Who? What were they wearing?
One?
I think it was Hoshi. Who's the short one?
Uzi.
Uzi. Yeah, Uzi in the beginning. That was a very standout moment for me.
Yes, I also wrote it down. I think my favorite autotune moment was when he came in with his line.
Right.
Because I thought like, oh, this makes sense. I think he knew what he was doing with the autotune there.
Right.
But in other parts, I was like, it could be without it, could be with it. I didn't think it would make a huge difference.
Nah, I feel like it'd be boring without the autotune. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
That being said, not a fan of the chorus. Not a fan of the
I
chorus.
see.
Hot.
We drop it like hot. Oh, right now feeling so hot. This song burning like hot. Boom brr boom boom. That's the chorus, bro.
I feel like it runs the risk of being a little too repetitive, but it felt interesting when I was listening to it because it was technically a bit of a slowdown, and then we pick it up again in the second half of the chorus. Because like we're the beat, I feel like doesn't really change, but the way that they're singing made it seem like, oh, we're kind of slowing down, and then we speed up again later on. So it's not a drop, but it's a slowdown of sorts.
So the way they've structured it officially in Genius.com, right, is they begin with the verse 1, which is Mingyu and Vernon, and then there's Juicy, and then verse 2 is when Uzi comes in, right?
Yes.
And then pre-chorus is the part where it's like they're lying on top of what, like pianos, is it? I forget.
I'm not sure.
It's about 41 seconds into the music video, right? And then the chorus is hot, I'm dropping like it's hot,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And then the post-chorus is I forget how this part goes, but that's the part you're talking about after with Hoshi and Seungkwan.
Yes.
And I feel like that part is very energetic, and like it's almost a K-pop thing to do, where like you have the first half kind of be on anti-chorus and then use that energy to go into the actual chorus, right? That's a pattern we've been seeing in K-pop tracks a lot nowadays, which I feel like is fine. That part I think is fine. The part of like repeating hot, it was a little
Lyrically.
when I heard it for the third time in the last chorus, I was like, not this again. I was like, God. and like there was another synth instrument that was that basically occurred every time they said the word hot, and it's like a very sound, right? It's like
No, it's like a car alarm going off. Dude.
yeah, it's like a car alarm. It's
Yeah,
like
no, there's
Mario
like
jump sound.
There's a car alarm like sound effect in a lot of this song. It's like whoop whoop.
And it's like, oh my god, I don't know. That part took me away from it. What I did like about it, is the very like, it felt like a very put together and very well organized kimchi western sound.
Ah.
Yeah, like
Okay,
The vibe was
okay.
there, yeah.
the vibe was
beginning.
definitely there. Right from the beginning, the moment I heard it, without the music video too. Like I was like, okay, we're going for a western theme. We're going for bring out your cowboy hats. We're gonna go into the desert, because I get it. It's it's the summer. It's hot. It's quite
Summer, yeah.
literally hot. That being said, I don't want hot during the summer. I want cold during the summer. Like I realize drop it like cold is not fun, but.
No, I mean you could do chill, right? Like, you want to do more cool vibes. Is that your sound of choice for summer?
No,
No?
it was a weird joke I was trying to pull off there. It's like,
Oh.
it's like,
Well, I feel like in that regard, honestly, I feel like it makes sense to me, the music video and the vibe they were going for. It felt like the concept, like you mentioned, was very well sold. Like the visually, the fire, the color palette as well. A lot of oranges, a lot of
red.
browns and stuff like that. I feel like visually, okay, that made sense. I feel like you didn't get to see a lot of the dance in this music video, so I would recommend to watch the live performances.
I was gonna say that the dance we saw was extremely good, and I think it helped out the song a lot.
Yeah. I feel like it would have been better to see more of it because I kind of had a different perspective of the song when I was just looking at the dance performance because there's a lot going on visually. But another thing that I like
Can we
about
talk about that though? There's a lot to
Yeah.
see. There's a giant hand. There's blood wiping. There's a fake mullet.
Skeleton.
There's like now a mullet. Now you don't got a mullet. There's a dancing with a skeleton. It's like it almost felt a little Mad Maxy to me. I don't know.
Almost?
why.
No, I felt like that was clearly what they're going for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like, and I feel like the cut transitions I think they were fun to look at sometimes.
Yes.
Right? They were very fancy, but on the other hand, like every time I see them dance, like they would wave their arms and the scene would change and they would wave their leg and then now it'd be aerial. Then like we'd move and then suddenly the aspect ratio is different. I don't know. I was like very very strong. That's where I was distracted. I was having trouble focusing on the song when I was watching the music video.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I would recommend if you didn't like the music video or like a lot of what was going on in the music video was too distracting, I would recommend the live performances because something that 17 does really well, and I know they already did this well, but I guess I was reminded with this choreography, is the way they transition and their lateral movement is like really, really good. Like I don't know off the top of my head who choreographed this particular piece, but they've always been really good at transitioning, especially because they have so many members on stage. But I just liked looking at, I like how we're doing grouping here, and then we're doing interesting moves here, and then we're switching people back and forth. Props to that because they always do a great job of that.
Well, that sounds pretty cool, but I wish they would have shown me that in the music video.
Right. Yeah. I think that would have helped.
Bro, now that you've pointed out this car alarm sound, I cannot unhear it.
I'm sorry, I feel like I've ruined the song for a lot of folks.
Dude, I'm like listening through it right now. There's just so much car alarm the entire time.
Just Mario jumping everywhere, left and right.
Do we want to move on to the next song, the final one?
Yes.
Beatbox.
NCT Dream, Beatbox. They're from SM. Debut 2016. Last year's songs Glitch Mode, Hello Future, Hot Sauce. 25 music show wins so far. There's like a bit of a movie intro here, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. Let's go from the beginning.
I
don't know how good the beatboxing was. Like, God, I'm not a beatbox connoisseur over here, or I'm not super on my beatbox knowledge, to be honest. But there was some. Mark was doing his best shot at it, right?
Yeah.
It almost felt like High School Musical.
Yes, I agree.
No,
with that.
right?
Oh, yeah.
I think it had to do with the fact that it's not very often nowadays that you get music videos with just actors, just people in the background.
Mm.
And that's what I noticed at first. I was like, oh, we have a lot of people in this music video that are not the members, and they're just acting in the background or interacting with them here and there. And I kind of miss that now because I feel like, wow, it gives it a different vibe where like it makes the set feel more, I guess, organic instead of just like a set, just a room.
It's like
So I like that they included that.
it's like the set is alive, you know?
Yes.
Yeah. It's like the museum is alive, except it's the set.
Yes.
Oh. No, I kind of agree. Like, I was getting a lot of like very fresh, young teen vibes in a very kind of a campy, but also like very fun way. I don't know.
Okay, there's a bit of cheese here, some K-pop cheese.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
but like
there
for
is.
sure.
it was never to the point where I'm like, you know, like I don't have my mouth full of cheese at any point. You know, it's just like, ooh, I can smell the mozzarella on my. You know, that's about what I'm getting. You know, it's like a.
Okay.
You know?
A slight scent of cheese.
Right. I get the scent of Parmigiano Reggiano in my food. You know, like that's it.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. I kind of want to see more of that. Not gonna lie, it's been good seeing that again. Like, also I wanted like there was a policeman who shows up near the end.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, no, and he just does nothing. He just shows up and he's angry looking, and
He should have joined up and danced with them or something.
that
you
that
know?
would
That
have
would
been
have
nice.
been nice.
Or he could have been like, "That's not how you beatbox, guy," and he just shows them. You know. No, I here's the thing. I think besides the music video, the song itself is really nice too. It's almost a very easy listening track. It's very chill, very relaxing.
I think the way I would describe it, it's a really lightweight song.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
There's not a lot
yes.
going on. There's like a very heavy drum beat going on, and then you have these very lightweight, feathery synths that are playing in the background, electric pianos. I can't really tell. That was all nice. And then whenever it's needed, you bring in those beatboxy perks. Those percussion sounds, and that's what I think really sold it to me, because there's a really good sense of groove and a really good sense of rhythm, and it's nice, it's good, it's nice, it's fun. I like it, you know. On the other hand, like I feel like the rap was a little lacking, and I only say that because my expectation with these folks is very high. NCT Dream in particular does a really nice job at the rap. Their performance was fine, but I feel like a lot of a good chunk of their verse was based around saying the same word 3 times.
Dance.
Boom,
There's a
boom,
fire.
boom.
Yeah.
Yum, yum, yum. And I was like, okay. Like,
Yeah.
Dance, dance, dance.
Yeah.
Kick
No,
it.
You're pretty right about that.
Yeah, no, that was a little too much. And it felt a little too much. Let me restate that. Let me rephrase that. I feel like it was a little too much because I know they're capable of like doing good rap. We've seen it several times, and here I feel like they're being kind of forced to like dumb down themselves a little bit,
Oh, okay.
right? Like they didn't write the lyrics, obviously.
Probably
Or
not,
I
yeah.
didn't check the credits. I will do that while I speak. They didn't write the lyrics, so like they don't get to choose. And I feel like the lyrics they got were like, oh, like it's a teen concept and they're young kids. Let's give them some stupid rhymey words. Nah, come on. Like, who this? Tonghari 153 Jumbaz. Come on. You're literally from Jumbaz. You guys write good stuff. Come on.
I feel like in addition to that, I feel like the rap is one thing, right? And I feel like NCT Dream in particular tends to have a certain tone in their rap, but now I feel like it's become very common. Or I feel like I see it in their more recent comebacks where it's more shouty vocals in the chorus. Somewhere in the chorus. Yes.
Sorry.
I don't know when it started. Like, what was the comeback that kind of saw the trend forward? But it happens again here. I am still not a fan of that. And I feel like it probably has to do with the fact that they didn't start off with this trend. Like, when you think back to their debut songs,
Chewing gum?
Yeah, their other like the first 5 songs I want to say that they came out with, like My First and Last, that sort of stuff. They did way more singing in the chorus, and I feel like we could still do that. Like I wonder why they've been kind of following this where the structure where the chorus is very shouty, and I don't know. I feel like it doesn't feel like it's differentiating from the member. Like I can't differentiate vocals. I can't differentiate like how is this that much different than like
I've
the
come
verses
to
and the
accept
rap.
it.
Yeah,
Well-
I guess it's common now. It's a little.
It's see, I feel like it's not even limited to the NCT Dream sound. I feel like it's a NCT sound that kind of
I feel like
associated with.
it has happened, but now I'm thinking like, well, is it just NCT in general that's doing this? Because I feel like when I think back to other comebacks that they've done, like 127, right, which is the one that has been more active since as well. I feel like when I think of their choruses, like they're very vocally heavy, like melody heavy, like pure, like straight up singing, like not a lot of sing rapping or shouting really. And I feel
Really?
like I wonder why. Like I'm thinking of like favorite was it, I think the last one that they did. I want to say that was the last one. I'm not too sure. I feel like that was pretty much straight up singing in the chorus, but I feel like the last couple of songs for NCT Dream have not really been like that. I don't know. I'm not a fan of it, but
I feel like this kind of goes back to what I was saying about glitch mode when that dropped.
oh yeah.
And this here's the thing. I feel like a part of it is that the way NCT in general or SM has been writing choruses is like they would pick a word and
Yes.
then build the entire track around that. Hot
Correct.
sauce, hot sauce, and then like glitch
It
mode.
does
glitch
kind of
mode.
feel like that where they like learn a new
off,
word or
stick off.
phrase, and then that's like their favorite thing,
Right.
You know,
it's like the dictionary word of the day or something. And here's the thing. I feel like a good chunk of that has been shouty because when you make it shouty, it's obviously a lot more high energy compared to like, saying it as in like a lot more of like a glitch mode, like that's not going to work.
You could try it.
it's
I like.
it's just
I
not
don't-
as high energy, and like you need the chorus to have a certain amount of energy in there.
I take this song for what it is. I think it's a lightweight, fun song about this beatboxing concept. I think that it fits the concept well. I
Yeah.
think the music video fits the concept well. I think if you go into the song not expecting Hello Future, I think you're gonna have a good time with this one.
I also
It's Hello Future ish.
Also, real quick, I really like what they're wearing. Just putting that out there. It's just
Very 90s vibes.
very 90s, but also like very modern at the same time. I feel like
Oh yeah, yeah.
we've clearly done a full 180, 195 over here, if anything. Because like if you think about what's the fashion that's trending in Korea, they're all like big pants, white pants, baggy pants all
Yeah,
over the place,
Baggy fits.
right? Like a lot of the brands they're wearing like double taps, Supreme, the what's it called new eras, but like not the 490s. I think these are 290s that they're wearing. I think all of that's like super in, and like they're also wearing Michigan Dunks, which is very
Oh,
nice.
Don't you own those?
nice.
What do you know? Coincidentally, I own Michigan
have some.
Dunks as well.
Right? Yeah, I thought you
You
did.
can be in the music video now.
Yeah, I'm just another NCT member.
Yeah, you and your big ass head could be in this music video, sir.
Oh my god.
I am the basketball head. I am the basketball head.
You are the basketball. My God.
Oh,
That being said, I wasn't the biggest fan of Glitch Mode or Hot Sauce. I think that for me, NCT Dream's a little bit of hit or miss. This is a hit for me, though, I think. If I had to
Okay.
I
qualify
agree.
it out of the two.
I agree.
All right. Other songs this week. We cut out some interesting ones this week. Kang Daniel's Upside Down. Baek Yerin
Yeah.
released Pisces. I think that's how they're calling it in English. Bandit released Venom, and Yesung from Super Junior released a Monologue.
I have to admit that Begidin thing is really really good.
Is it good?
It's good.
Rocky
It's good.
vibes.
I've only
Band
checked out
vibes.
the second track, which was the title, but I really feel like this girl knows what the heck is up. She knows what to do. She knows how to use her voice. I'm not gonna say it's pop music or K-pop music anymore. It's just I feel like it's closer to indie pop.
yeah.
Yeah, if you have followed her throughout her work with the Volunteers, that is definitely playing a role, I want to say. But it's
Yep.
obviously a lot less rock and more R&B with this track. It's good. If this was on
Check it out.
if this was on the list this week, this would have been number 1. Easy peasy.
Ooh. Alas, it is not, though.
Alas.
Yeah.
Alas.
Speaking of songs that might be on the chart or anything this week,
Yeah.
Soju chart
Oh.
last week.
Yes.
190. GOT7's Na 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 picked up double crowns by getting all the first place votes. Has 2 crowns right now. It is eligible for Hall of Spice.
Ooh.
Second place was a 3-way tie between Icon But You, Woods I Hate You, and Astro Candy Sugar Pop. New candidates.
Nice.
The 3 songs we covered this week: LIGHTSUM's Alive, 17's Hot, and NCT Dream with Beatbox. Okay. This one took a bit. I'm going to put GOT7's down to now. I'm going to leave it in first place.
Oh.
All right.
I listened to this a
Alright.
bunch this week as background music. It was on like a mix that I was listening to. I like this more than I did last week.
Nice.
I was vibing the whole week to this one. Second
Vibes.
place. I'm going to put LIGHTSUM Alive in second place this
Wow.
week. I think LIGHTSUM and my eyes have totally redeemed themselves. I think they're now on my good graces. Like that means anything. But no, I was liking this song. And in third place, I was between the 17 and the NCT track, but I like the NCT track more, so I'm going to put that one in third. And that is my chart.
All right.
Well, that is a lovely chart, good sir.
Yes, especially because we agree on first place, Doug. Once again,
Yeah,
got
let's go.
7. No. I don't know. I also agree. It's been very pleasant to just go back to the song. I've been watching some of the stuff they did for Mnet. I think they did like the line dance video that they usually do. I don't know. Very fun. I feel like it's very pleasant to watch them perform because it seems like they're having fun. So
I
I like this
100%
comeback.
agree with
Wait,
you on
yeah.
that.
Did you say they did a line dance?
it's like
Like
a relay
Macarena?
dance. No.
No, relay dance is the
Relay
better.
dance,
That's,
relay
that's how,
dance.
Oh, the one
Yeah.
where they stand in a single file line and
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, they
That
ain't
one.
line dancing like a Filipino party, my guy. Come on.
Sorry.
Shout out to the
Relay dance.
Filipinos.
Yes. Second place. I have Astro still.
Astro,
Sugar
okay.
Pop.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've missed the sound from them, so I'm appreciating it while I can because I feel like they're gonna switch it up eventually again. So I'm gonna keep it in second place for now. Now third. Third was a little hard for me. I feel like I wasn't feeling super strong about any of the tracks that we had this week, but the one track that I feel like piqued my interest, I was like, okay, there's something interesting going on here. I like the performance aspect of this as well, even if I don't necessarily love the song. So
Like
I'm gonna put 17.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like song-wise, not my favorite thing from 17, but I've watched a live performance by them, and I'm sure there'll be some more to come. They do a really great job performing. Dang, they're good dancers. So that's where they got me. So I'll put it in third.
It's your boy. It's your boy. It's my turn. Well, what do you know? Na 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 by GOT7. It's a fun track, funky. It's not on my chart.
What could be on your chart?
Yeah, what the hell's on your
Wow.
chart? What is on your chart?
It
What? Okay.
was, this my chart today is composed of only of tracks that we covered today.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Full
Clean
refresh.
slate.
Clean slate, new slate, completely. We're beginning off the top with NCT Dream's Beatbox.
Number 1.
On number 1, it's
Okay.
yeah. I don't
Wow.
know. I felt like there's nothing really to say that I don't like about it. It's very nice. Looks very cool. Sounds very cool. Like the use of percussions, like the use of drums, like the arrangement, like the rap, kind of like the vocals. Hey, that's a fun time. That's a funky time. I liked it. And moving on to second, I have Alive by LIGHTSUM.
Nice.
Yeah, it was also very nice.
Big improvement.
Huge improvement over Vanilla Vivace, the 2 Vs. We don't talk about the 2Vs. Which leaves me with HOT by 17. Hot by 17. I know I pooped on it a little bit, but not gonna lie, it's still a fun time. There are parts about it that was a little annoying. I'm not gonna lie.
And you like all of these songs more than the GOT7 song in week 2. Interesting.
I'm surprised by that.
Oh, I can talk about that too. I think the thing with Na 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 by GOT7, it's a nice track, it's a fun track, but at the same time, I found myself listening to its alternatives more than Na Na Na. Because there are several, if not many, tracks that achieve a very similar sound. And sometimes it was a little distracting to have this many voices come in and kind of felt like they were like almost fighting for screen time, which I get is the inherent is inherent with K-pop when it tries to do things outside of the typical pop realm. But at the same time, I don't know.
It ran its course.
Right. It's fun. It's nice. But there are also artists who have dedicated their entire careers to doing this sound, and I'm already their fan. So
Okay.
yeah.
Fair enough.
Fair.
Yeah.
All right, Gochu Gang gave LIGHTSUM first place with 36 points.
Wow.
They
What,
gave
you know?
GOT7
Very
Na Na Na. They gave it second place with 30
Second.
points.
Oh, wow. What
All
do you know?
right.
And they gave NCT Dream with Beatbox third place with 17 points.
Very nice.
So I summed it all up. GOT7's Na 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 is entering the Hall of Spice
Let's
with
go.
13 points. Let's go.
That double
Let's
crown.
go.
So it is joining songs like BTS's Dynamite, Twice's I Can't Stop Me, Dreamcatcher's Odd Eye, IU's Lilac, Stacy ASAP, BTS Butter, Taeyeon's Weekend, Sun Me You Can't Sit With Us, Stacy Stereotype, Twice The Field, 17 Rock With You, Chungha Killing Me, Promise 9 DM, Stacy's Run To You, Red Velvet Feel the Rhythm, Dreamcatcher Maison, one of the two. I still can't pronounce that. I listed all these Spice King songs or Hall of Spice songs because we are doing a Hall of Spice World Cup at the end of the show today.
Yep.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
That's gonna be spicy. So shout out to GOT7 there. Second place with 11 points is LIGHTSUM with Alive.
Very nice.
And in third place, NCT Dream's Beatbox with 7 points.
Nice.
Nice.
It's an interesting chart, honestly.
It's a nice chart though. I can't say I dislike.
LIGHTSUM on the come up for sure. Finally though, we're at show winners. Anita, hit us with them.
Yes, we have two big winners this week. Sai with That had another win on Inkigayo, so he has up to 7 total wins with this comeback. And then we have Astro with Candy Sugar Pop. They won on the show Champion, M Countdown, and Music Bank, so they have a total of 4 wins so far.
Like Doug mentioned, we have the Hall of Spice World Cup coming up at
Spice
the end
Cup.
of the show. We're gonna try to pick the best one out of all 16, but Na Na Na's not gonna be there because it just joined.
Oh,
Yes.
of course.
Yeah, maybe next if there's a next time, there probably will be somehow. I don't know. We'll come up with a system.
More
for it.
songs.
Yeah, it'll be
All right. With that though, we're gonna take a short break with episode 191. We'll be back. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, SojuTalk Nation. This is Anita here with a quick PSA. If you would like to support SojuTalk Kpop Podcast, please like, subscribe, or follow us on whatever platform you're using. And consider joining our Patreon at patreon.com/SojuTalk or donating to us at paypal.me/SojuTalk. On behalf of the crew and myself, thank you. Now back to our regularly scheduled episode.
All right, we are back at it with part 2 of Soju Talk episode 191. Let's get into some news and events from last week. First one, tomorrow on the 31st, BTS will visit President Biden at the White House to discuss anti-Asian hate crimes and celebrate AANHPI Heritage Month.
Let's go.
So that acronym, so it expanded since even I was in college. Now it's Asian American and Native Hawaiian Pacific Islander.
Okay.
That's interesting.
That's pretty
Very
cool.
interesting. Yeah.
I wonder what 방탄소년단 has to say about anti-Asian hate crimes. I'm sure they've read up on it, but like at the same time,
It is an issue in our country, and it's like I think where Warren and I live particularly, it's bad. Like it's
Big city,
pretty-
yeah.
New York City's a mess right now in terms of that
Ooh,
kind of
who
stuff.
knows when I'll die in the subway.
Yeah,
No.
it's pretty rough.
No.
That being said, you know, the fact that BTS is big enough to like not even visiting President Biden when he's visiting Korea, but to visit him at the White House,
Look.
Yo.
like, that's another level, you know? That's another level of this.
Man, what music artist hangs out with Biden? Like just I'm not even talking about K-pop. Like who? Like
I don't know.
has
Dolly
Taylor
Parton.
Swift visited White
Taylor
House yet?
Swift. I have no clue. Yeah, so that's pretty big for them.
Dang.
Like that's kind of nuts. I wonder which like White House intern had to suggest we should get BTS to visit President Biden, right? Like which I
connection
want to know which person in the White House was the one who suggested this to happen. Because shout out to them.
How many K-pop fans are in the White House? That's the next question, right? Like
Yeah.
Oh.
So overall, pretty cool. Hopefully, we'll get to see some pictures off of the meeting, right?
I'm
sure we
interested
will
in
press
the
photos.
conversation as well. Like
Yeah.
Yes.
What is Joe Biden's favorite BTS song? You know, I want to know these things. Come on.
Well, I'm sure they're gonna discuss other things as well.
Yeah. Next, Antenna has confirmed plans for Miju's solo debut. So Miju was of Lovelyz. Now she's doing all this variety stuff. No date has been given, but this is pretty big in terms of Korean general public interest.
Yeah.
Miju right now is one of the hottest commodities in terms of female people on variety shows in Korea. I would
I
say
agree. Her
she's really big right now. She's at the level of like Jessie is for variety shows at the moment.
Yep. They're a good duo now.
if not higher, I guess.
Yeah, if not higher. I
Yeah.
think right now she's the even bigger commodity.
I would say that. No, yeah, and we haven't gotten solo music from her ever since she joined Antenna.
Yep.
But some of the stuff she's done throughout Hang Out With You, Play With You,
Sixth Sense.
right,
Yep.
Sixth Sense. Well, she didn't sing there, did she?
Nope.
No, I'm talking about the times she sung on that variety show.
Oh,
Yeah. So based on the times she sung on Play With You, and then there was an Antenna group track, right? Which Miju was on for like a quick second. Maybe Antenna has good ideas about what they can do with with the vocalists like her, because
Be interesting.
I think there's like a slight distinct chance that this is gonna be the most troll song ever, though.
Oh,
I feel like it could happen. Don't you?
I feel like it's Antenna music. There's no way.
You don't think there's a way?
It's,
Okay.
it's Antenna music. There's like zero chance it's gonna be
trolly
trolly.
sometimes.
They're
Okay.
no, they're very trolly about themselves. Their music they're like super serious about. Like
Well,
that's so
I'm
clear.
I'm very curious about this though, because
Yeah.
this is one of those things that like maybe K-pop people don't realize how big of a deal this is, but Korea is going to think this is a pretty big deal for sure.
Oh yeah, I'm interested on how well this does. I'm also interested who's gonna write the song too, because like
Exactly, all these things I want to know, like who's gonna show up in the music video potentially, right? Like it's a lot of stuff.
Mr. U, which Mr. U, who knows?
Next, police to investigate controversial music bank score that led to Le Seraphim's win over Im Young-un. So this has been an ongoing story. So
Yeah.
earlier in the month, the music bank, there was a big controversy when the music show gave Im Young-un a broadcast score of 0 on its May 13th episode. So basically, they break up the score in a bunch of ways. There's percentages, and one of the categories is the broadcast score, right? Im Young-un got a straight 0, while Le Seraphim got like 5,000 something, right? And that is essentially what propelled Le Seraphim to get their first win, right? People are saying this is really sus. Im Young-un's fan base is extremely pissed considering how popular he is. He's one of the first day million sellers. You remember we talked about that? Im Young-un is probably, on a music sense, on the level, like he's in the tier of the BTS level artists in Korea at the moment.
Popularity wise, yeah.
I'm not saying he's as big as BTS, but I'm saying when you list the name of who is humongous in the music scene in Korea, it's like BTS, Im Young-un, IU are all around the same stratosphere,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying
yeah.
he's selling as many stuff as BTS, but I'm saying when the Korean public cares about musical people coming back, he's one of the top names for sure.
Yep.
So, while Im Young-un outperformed Le Seraphim in terms of digital performance and album sales, Le Seraphim took the win because of the humongous gap in broadcast scores. Basically, Mnet first came out and said like, well, we didn't play his song on any KBS TV programs or radio programs or digital content during the week of May 2nd to May 8th. But Dispatch soon released a report showing that it had been played on the radio stations a bunch during the week.
Oh no.
and that like they erased it from their like broadcast
Yeah.
schedule.
And then Music Bank came out and say, well, it was played on the radio, but we don't count those radio shows. We count only these ones.
Right, they were like, we count specific shows only.
That's a mess.
Here's the thing. This has not been the first time. KBS Music Bank has been, criticized for unfair scorings, suspicious charting or scoring. How things are scored is kind of funky. A lot of people outside the typical K-pop idol sphere has been like their scoring system is like super biased to favor idol musicians in particular. And all of that aside, and when here's the thing, as K-pop fans, we should be super critical of that as well because we want these folks to play on a fair playing field.
One thing is like when we think of Dreamcatcher, how much they had to struggle to get the win,
right?
Yeah.
Right.
Like you gotta respect the playing field for everyone.
100%. And I've also seen a group of people who have been like, oh, like at the end of the day, it's KBS. It's Music Bank. They're just a They're just a TV show. Let them do what they want to do. Who gives a crap? They don't need to. They don't have a responsibility to, make any fair choices.
I give a crap.
Well, this show airs on KBS, which is Korean Broadcasting Network or system, which is literally where our taxes go. That's quite literally the taxes fund a lot of the shows. So that's where I feel like the police had a good amount of justification to get involved. Cause they shouldn't do funky stuff.
It should be fair.
Yeah,
It should be fair, right? And like it's pretty egregious looking on the numbers. It was 0 to 5,348.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel like, of course, this is a terrible look. I highly, highly doubt that it's only within the Music Bank structure that this all came about. I think there's probably a lot of different players in this, but of course, Music Bank has to be the one to answer because they're the one that broadcasted the score and the system, and that's what the public knows. I don't know what will come of this investigation, but hopefully we get some more fairness out of this.
Yep, we'll have to see what happens. Lastly, we ain't gonna talk about it too much, but the Supreme Court of Korea has sentenced Seungri to prison for 1 year and 6 months for 9 charges, which I don't think is enough time. But he will automatically end his military service and be transferred to a prison to serve his sentence.
Well, that's short.
Yeah.
Short. God. Yeah. Talk about a short sentence.
It was reduced, I think. Yeah.
It kept getting reduced every time it went to court. It was like,
Yeah.
too long? Boy, we'll cut it off.
If there's one thing you could criticize, the Korean penal system and the way that you get tried and be given sentences is like, it's kind of ridiculous subjectively.
But...
Like sometimes it's like how short the sentences are in Korea. It's to the point where like you debate ethically. You're not even debating the ethics. You're like, is it worth my time to commit this crime? Like that's the level of like
Wow.
Murder. Sometimes in Korea gets you like 6-7 years. And I think people wonder like, how much do I hate this person? Like, is it worth 6-7 years? Like, I don't know. I just feel like the numbers don't make sense to the crimes.
Yeah.
You got anything else to say, Warren? No.
I mean, at this point, it's been longer than 1 year and 6 months since the Burning Sun scandal started.
Yeah.
And his prison sentence is going to be shorter than that. So, yeah, I don't know. Just funky all over.
Doesn't
Not good.
feel right. Yeah.
Why the police is investigating Music Bank? Why don't we get some of them to like No, they've done what they can. I don't know at this point. Oh man. Just
Yeah, okay. Let's transition. Does anyone have anything to say before we do this World Cup, Majig?
I've been reading. Not much.
Are you reading The Trap? It's a trap?
No.
It's a trap.
I'm reading published books.
I don't know how to read.
Oh.
Same.
So here are some recommendations. I've been reading. I finished reading Spark Joy, which is by
Okay.
Marie Kondo. It's kind of like the sequel or like reiteration of her first book.
Yo, my homie
which
Kondo
is-
has a sequel.
Yes, it's basically it's more, it's kind of just going more in detail of the same ideas, the same concepts of her first book, which I'm a fan of. I really like a lot of the concepts and like the structure of like the meaning and the importance of teeing up. So if you're into that or would like to learn about it, check it out. Another book, quick recommendation as well, that I just started, so I can't give too much of a review, but I'm reading I'm Waiting for You by Kim Bo-young. It's a series of short stories, science fiction. It was recently translated into English last year, so it's pretty new, but I've been hearing really good stuff. It's kind of a little trippy. You kind of have to suspend belief or like logic as to like how would this work out. But if you're into science fiction, it'd be interesting to check it out.
I've also been doing my share of reading. You know, it's been
Oh, yeah.
SojuTalk Book Club. I've been reading.
Bro, I don't read. Fuck.
I've been reading the Lifewear magazine from Uniqlo. Yeah. I got it
Oh.
for free when I visited the Uniqlo store. And
I've been reading the number of my stock account go down over time
no.
because of the recession we're basically in.
That doesn't sound like a
I think we've
happy
leveled up, but
story.
it's been kind of rough this year. Like normally, like last like I've been suggesting Anita and Warren to buy stocks for like 5 years, and the 1 year
Yes.
Warren starts to do it, it's like it goes belly up essentially. Bro, if you were in it the last 5 years, you made a ton of money though. Just saying.
market crash. Market.
If you had invested any other time but this year, you would have made money. Like I'm still really positive, right? Because I have 5 years of growth. Like it's fine. It is what it is.
Goodbye, hundreds of dollars. Goodbye.
I think for me, I stopped playing the MMO I was playing. I was playing Lost Ark.
Yeah.
TLDR, I found it to be too tedious to play. 'Cause
Aw.
I think the fun content was really time gated, and then the daily content was extremely repetitive. So you know, it is what it is. So I'm in a game limbo. So if you have a game that you suggest I should play, that you have a ton of
Suggest.
hours in and you like, please suggest it to us in the comment section or in the Discord and the gaming channel. The only thing I've been playing in the last like couple of days was the Champions League happened in soccer, so FIFA was on sale for only $10. Now I know people think like have problems with buying FIFA every year because you're just getting roster updates technically a lot of the time. But like for $10, I was like, you know, I like FIFA. I've been playing it in a couple of years, so I bought it. It's been fun. They made a lot of good changes, so
Okay.
Nice.
it's been a lot of fun. So yeah, so suggest me some games to play.
Yo, Doug, I have a game suggestion for you, right?
City Skylines. I own
no,
it.
no. This is a
No?
different one. Dude. This game is like
Okay.
a super classic game. Like everyone's been playing it, right? Like
Maple Story.
no, this is super classic. Like it's from the 60s, like 1960s.
Oh my god.
It's a,
Oh, which game is this?
it's called Minesweeper. Have you heard of it?
Dude, I had a period at my work where that's all I played for like days. I didn't want to work. I thought you were gonna suggest like Maple Story. One time Warren suggested Maple Story, and then he went to Korea, and by the time he came back, I was higher level than him, and he'd been playing on and off for like a years or something. So that happened
Year.
once.
No, I was. Here's the thing. I was like, let's play when I get back from Korea, and then you just played without me, and then you
And I got burned out by the time you came back.
Yeah, the time I was ready to play, you were like, I'm done playing. I was like,
Yeah, so
you.
that happened.
Um,
Yeah. So yeah, suggest us some games that I should get into. Yeah.
play the Dino Jumper on.
I
Chrome.
really feel like though I'm just like chasing the dragon, which is a term that essentially means like you're chasing the peak excitement you had at one point, you know? Like the first MMO I really played was Guild Wars 1, which is an old game now. There's Guild Wars 2 already. But like I played that back in like 8th grade through high school with our friend Shinboy aka Matt on the Discord. And like we had such a good time playing that game back in the day. Now looking back,
times.
the game was probably kind of ass. Like, but like
did
we
it
had
better.
so much because we were poor, so we didn't play World of Warcraft because we ain't paying no monthly subscription. So this was a one time you pay, you get to play it, and I sunk like 1,000 hours in it back
Oh, wow.
then.
Wow.
Well,
I had a good time playing that, and I like MMOs are like my favorite game, but like right now there's no MMO I have any desire to play. Like I already played through Final Fantasy. played New World, not Lost Ark. Like none of them have been nearly as good as my experience back
Well,
then.
if you want to chase the dragon, there is always Dragon Quest by Square Enix. That's
It's still kind of an old one too.
I guess to summarize why I did not like Lost Ark, I felt it comes down to what I said: repetitive dailies and time gating. I think the lack of community there, because like a whole part of MMO is like meeting other people and interacting with them. I think they do a terrible job of that. The game is very fun though, but it's just like it's a bit. If you're a grinder, it's fun, but I just can't bring myself to grind that hard. It's good though.
I feel like it's grinding is fun as long as there's motivation to do it. But once you run out of that, it's just not fun anymore.
Yeah. I also feel like the main problem with that game is like you're always getting stronger, right? And the content is gated by how strong you are. So if you have friends who are not as strong as you are and they don't have the content unlocked, you literally just can't play with them really.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. Whereas most other games, like everyone is about the same level waiting for the expansion, so you could pretty much play with anyone. So yeah, if you have any suggestions, let me know because I will be looking for some. Okay.
All right. Is that all, folks?
Yes,
let's do this World Cup. All right, Warren, what are we doing?
All right, we have the Spice Cups of 2022. We have all 16. Well, 16 excluding GOT7's Na Na Na. We have all 16 Hall of Spice winners in this World Cup. What we're gonna do is pitch them against each other and then try to pick the best track of them all.
All right.
So first round, we have 17 Rock With You versus Stacy Run To You.
Ha.
Okay. Number one, these are all randomly matched. We just put it in a list and it automatically spits them out. So we did not seed them or anything. It just happened.
Nope.
So what happens. We could have Stacy versus Stacy round one. It could happen. I am not as high on Run To You as you guys are, I believe.
Well, but
you suck.
Do you like Rock With You as much though?
I do like Rock With
Wait,
You.
really?
Oh no.
I think it's a really good song.
I think it's an okay song. Not my favorite from 17, but Run To You. Run To You, I think, really had me with the concept, with the instrumentals, the choreo. It was another Stacy Bop. They can't miss.
Here's the thing. I think both of these songs were it's a good 17 bop versus it's a good Stacy Bop. Is it like is it like their most
There's peak? No.
right? That's the thing.
No.
I think Rock With You has been the best of 17's last 2 years run, I think.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I don't
Run
disagree
To
with
You
that,
is
actually.
like I said it during the pod. You guys flipped out like it's a bottom 2 Stacy song for me. But
Dude, there's literally only 4 songs.
I know it's a bottom 2 for me though.
That's why the bar is so high for Stacy.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. If you both pick Stacy, Stacy wins. Like I'm okay with either of these songs winning.
Here's the thing. I don't think the other song that I'm thinking about is the same as you, but I do think Run To You is a bottom 2 Stacy song.
Okay.
And I want to put that context in there because I do like Rock
Here's
With
the
You.
most ridiculous thing. I think the Stacy Run To You is a bottom 2 Stacy song. Yet I think Run To You might be a top 3 best song of 2022 so far.
Really?
There
That
it is.
No, like that's
Wait, Rock
honestly
With
how
You
I feel.
came out last year, didn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying about the Stacy song independently.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant Rock With You, not Run To You.
No, I said Run To You
Okay.
is not, like in my bottom half of the Stacy songs. Yet it is probably a top 3 song of this year so far.
Okay.
That's my take, and I think that's not even a ridiculous take.
No,
No,
it's not.
I don't think so either.
My
said,
vote.
my
I
vote-
can vote. Can I vote?
Sure, go
Yeah.
vote.
I will pick Stacy. Run To You.
Doug?
Honestly, I'd probably. Oh.
I will vote Rock With You by 17.
Wait, really?
Yes.
You?
I just
Are you doing
No.
this to troll, or do you
No,
actually
I
think
was
it's a better
building
song?
up to it. I'm not trolling today. I was building up to it. I was like, Rock With You, actually, if I think about it, the only reason I would have preferred Run To You is because I like Stacey as a group at this point. And Rock With You, objectively, is a pretty good song. And now that I'm thinking about
Okay.
it, it's one of their best songs of their career.
That's what I'm
Especially in the
saying.
recent couple years.
What?
I say other than 17's, I think it's their 2020 run, which was ridiculous that year.
Yeah.
That was their crazy year. I think since then that has been their best song.
I
You know
disagree.
what? I'm gonna pick 17 because I think there are other Stacey songs on this
Wow.
list that I think are better than Run To You. Boom.
Okay.
How ironic. The girl group fans chose the boy group, and
Even
the boy
though
group fans
even though
chose the girl group.
Stacey's objectively my favorite girl group at the moment, objectively. But right now I'm picking 17.
17 Rock With You makes it to the next round. In the next matchup, we have Stacey ASAP versus Sunmi. You can't sit with us.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well,
We have a top 2 Stacey song
you mean top
versus
one?
versus what I think is Sunmi's best song since Gashina.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
Um.
I think that this Sunmi song is one of her most underrated songs. People
agree
never
that it's
talk about this
underrated.
song.
I agree that it's underrated. But I don't know if I would list it as like best after Kashina because I feel like I've heard more stuff by her that I liked more. Like what was it? Pura Bam? I think that was it. That I liked that a little bit more than this one. But regardless, ASAP.
There's no way the Sunmi song is beating the Goliath that is ASAP.
ASAP
Yeah.
is
There's no way.
Look.
top tier.
Yeah. I love You Can't Sit With Us, but I do think it's one of those songs that is starting to age not so well.
Okay.
Particularly because that trend is kind of behind us. The
yep,
whole
yeah.
retro disco thing, you know. It's all right, but if I'm thinking about songs that I might still check out in 10 years, it's ASAP.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
still listen to it.
When I'm 35 years old and like I'll probably be married. I hope I'll be married by that point. You know, like
Put on ASAP.
I'll be like, yo, like remember ASAP, and she'll I don't know, like we'll be like, yo, like ASAP.
So I've been thinking about Stacey as a group lately because like I feel like I know they came back in February, but like I could use some more Stacey content always.
Yes, all
Yeah.
the time.
I feel like Black Eyed Pilsung as a flex versus all the groups because they're making their songs, right? It's on
Yeah.
them.
yeah.
Within house.
I feel like he should announce, maybe it should have been this year or next year, where he's like, we're gonna release 4 songs. Here are the 4 dates already. You're getting 4 songs. Get hyped. This is Stacey's year. Come at us, bro. Like he should throw down the gauntlet to all of the girl groups they're competing with and be like, we're gonna release a song every quarter. January 1st, April 1st. Like he should just say we're gonna do this. Deal with it.
But like then like all the competitors are gonna know when Stacey's coming back, and they're gonna like
And they're
use
gonna
that to
avoid
their
them.
advantage, right?
And they're gonna avoid them.
oh,
But I feel like they need to just flex and be like, look how many great songs we can release in 1 year. You guys can't do this.
yeah.
okay.
I feel like he needs to do that. I think he needs to make a splash like that to get to the next level. That being said, ASAP 100% wins here. No more.
ASAP.
ASAP. Stacey ASAP advances to the next round. In the third matchup, we have BTS Dynamite versus Twice I Can't Stop Me.
Oh,
Oh.
oh my god. I have an opinion on this.
Do you?
Yeah.
What are these reactions?
Okay, see, I liked both of these songs to some extent,
Okay.
but
Okay.
I don't think they were my favorite track of each artist in the Hall of Spice. You know what I mean? There's another song by these artists that I think is superior in my opinion.
Okay. So I'm thinking about the entire list of Spice, Hall of Spice. For BTS, there's Dynamite as well as Butter. For
Correct.
Twice, there's I Can't Stop Me as well as The Feels. Okay. Well, I understand your point, and I respectfully disagree. I think Dynamite is a clear winner over
I
Butter.
100% agree. Dynamite.
Really?
I think Dynamite's better than Butter. I think Dynamite has to win here.
I also think Dynamite over time has like become a very strong cultural icon in much
100%
more of a
agree.
way than
Yes,
Butter has.
Yes.
Okay, for impact, yes. But as far as just preference, I'd prefer Butter.
Well, I mean, if we're just talking preference, I would swap out all of these 16 songs with with Illinois Records and AOMG. No, here's the thing. I like I Can't Stop Me. I will say that, but I don't think it comes anywhere close to my favorite Twice song in the second half of their career so far. If I'm thinking about Fancy, Feel Special, More and More, All Call Free, and I Can't Stop Me, and all the other tracks, I feel like Scientist, right? I don't know. I can't really say I really enjoyed I Can't Stop Me. It was, let me rephrase that. I liked it, but I don't feel a strong need to revisit it during 2022 May 30th.
Okay.
I feel like, so the way I view my interaction with BTS, right?
Yeah.
I think there are certain like landmark spots where I kind of siphon off eras. Like, this is not what the fans probably actually think, like the ARMY people think, but like I think of it as like Blood, Sweat, and Tears, right? Pre-Blood, Sweat, and Tears, then after that, and then we go up to Boy With Love, and then we go after. I kind of break up their career into 3 chunks. That's how I see it, because that's how I've interacted with them in the way I've listened to them, right?
Yeah.
Post Boy With Love, I think this has been their best track.
I might argue Boy With Love I like more than Dynamite, but at the same
Oh no,
time.
I'm saying post. I'm saying not including.
Oh,
You do not count.
Okay.
I don't count it.
Okay, I was including Idol and Boy With Love in there because that's when he started doing the podcast. I think Idol was the first track we covered with BTS.
I think Boy With Love is better than Dynamite, but I think Dynamite's better than the other tracks you would potentially talk about.
Yeah, no, I definitely like this more than Butter. Way definitely more like it than Permission to Dance. The stuff from B was really cool too, but I can't say it's Hall of Spice material.
Dynamite wins. Has to win here.
Dynamite, Dynamite, whoa.
That's not the lyrics.
That's the real lyric.
Yo, Therese, clip that one, please. Yeah, whatever that was. Clip that one.
All
Okay.
right, Dynamite advances to round 4.
Dynamite.
All right,
Oh, Butter.
we have BTS
Oh, no.
Smooth Like Butter versus
How
Stacey Stereotype.
unfortunate.
Wow, this is unfortunate. These are both my second favorite of both of these artists on the Hall of Spice.
Dang.
Oh man.
Ah,
Well, you know what? I don't think Stereotype is my second favorite Stacey song.
is it your favorite?
No,
Oh, it's third.
It's his least favorite.
it's
Least
my least
favorite?
favorite.
Yeah.
What?
I can't say what I like on top of during the first in 1, 2, 3, but I definitely like Stereotype the least
Wow.
because it felt like a rehash of ASAP. Why would I listen to Stereotype when there's ASAP?
No, I like Stereotype.
Stereotype.
I think Stereotype is my most listened to Stacey song. I don't think it's my favorite one, but it's my most listened to.
But they're so bad.
Yeah.
What?
What?
Oh no, I thought you said the song was so bad.
No, the song's so bad by Stacey.
I listened to that one a lot too. Here's the thing. I think that I've listened to Stereotype maybe 10 times more than I've listened to Butter. But I think in terms of like how song quality for me, I think they're about the same. This is a tough one.
I think if we're looking strictly at song quality and which is a better built song, Stereotype takes the easy win here.
Easy. Okay.
Easy. Yeah. No, I feel like a lot of Butter has good moments, and I think a lot of it comes down to melody writing and how appealing the melody is.
Yes.
Everything outside of that, like if you listen to Stereotype, I am seeing so much more effort being going into like the production of everything. And that's what drew me into K-pop in the first place. So that's where, and I am positively biased towards the producer, Black Eyed Pilsung. And like, why listen to Butter when there's Dynamite? You know?
Honestly, I agree with you about the melody, but for some reason, Butter, I think for me, it had the title track factor without having to be too grand, if that makes sense. Because music video wise and like the packaging, the concept behind it, I didn't think it was like doing a ton like Dynamite was doing or Permission to Dance, because the music video is pretty straightforward. It's not a ton of stuff going on, but it kind of made sense, and I feel like it was more digestible and more approachable in my opinion, which is why I would prefer Butter. But
Do I have to make a decision here?
versus Stacy Stereotype. Stacy girls Stereotype.
Here's the thing. As much as I've said Stereotype is the song I like over Butter,
I would choose Butter here.
I would also choose Butter, given
What the heck?
its cultural
Yeah.
significance.
No, don't choose on cultural significance. Choose on what you think the better song is.
That's Stereotype.
Then choose Stereotype,
Okay.
idiot. I'm choosing Butter.
Okay, I'll
I
choose
think it's a
Stereotype.
better song.
Okay.
Pick what you think's the better song, not what you think is a bit more culturally significant song. for
Yeah.
K-pop.
No, well, I've been going off of songs I like.
Yeah, but don't you like songs that are good? Like, I don't understand your logic here.
I also like songs that are culturally significant.
But okay, how much have you listened to each song?
Not a lot, to be honest.
But is there a difference between the two?
Probably the similar amount.
Dang, Warren.
I think honestly,
I think we made a mistake in not deciding, are we choosing what the best song is or what we think the deserving song
okay,
is.
we're choosing based on the songs we like. That's what I thought we were choosing based off of. Can you go off of that? Or is it too late for that?
Really? I've been picking based on what I think is like a better song objectively.
Me too.
Okay, let's go off of that then.
Stacy girl
When
Stereotype. It's
Stacey
my vote.
Stereotype takes the win for me.
I'm picking Butter. All right, you guys win.
All right, well,
That's the thing, though.
Stereotype
I
by
do like
Stacey
Butter.
moves on to the next round. In the fifth match, we have Weekends by Taeyeon versus DM by Fromis9.
Okay.
Ooh. They just keep making noises over here.
All right. Well, I mean, I like Doja Cat. But I also like Taeyeon, and I also like Fromis9. This is hard.
Okay, my argument here will be that while Weekend is very, very nice, I think it was a very interesting and I guess understandable interpretation of the very popular sound that was inspired by Doja Cat and that summer. I feel like it didn't quite do as much for Taeyeon or as like the genre in a sense as Fromis9 DM did.
I kind of agree, but at the same time, I also feel like DM wasn't the one that actually solidified that color or genre of music. I would put that towards Feel So Good or even We Go. DM much more felt like it was completing what those other two tracks started.
Okay, yes, I see that argument.
Yeah.
We go should have been on this
Picking.
chart.
I'm picking DM here. Because for Taeyeon, I like What Do I Call You or I Envy You more than Weekend.
Yeah, okay. I feel like those are more distinct. Whereas Weekend is.
I was kind of
listen.
honestly, I was kind of surprised when Weekend made it into Hall of Spice. I don't remember how I voted, but this is not like by any stretch of the imagination what I think is like a really good Taeyeon song. Like I think it's a fine song, but I think there's just so much better Taeyeon out there. From Miss9 DM, this song's really good still, in my opinion.
It's what I wake up to in the morning.
There you go, Warren.
Yeah, no,
This
I
would-
do agree. Yeah.
This would be on at the moment. I'll get another one of the songs on my like maybe top 5, top 10 songs of 2022 so far. I would put this on
Same.
this.
I do
Good
feel
one
like
from
the
the start.
reason I like DM is because of what happened with We Go and Feel So Good.
True.
Weekend, I like Weekend too, but I do agree it feels like a random one-off thing that Taeyeon did because she was free on her free time.
Also, like, this is hard for me to say because Taeyeon is really high on my list of people I like in the industry right now. Been watching a lot of Do Re Mi Market, also known as Amazing Saturday. The depending on where you're looking at it, the one where they guess the song lyrics. She's really good on that show.
Is she?
But right here, she got to take the L from Miss 9DM. Boom.
Yay.
From its 9DM takes the win.
We might get Dreamcatcher versus Dreamcatcher.
We might. Oh
Oh my god, we're really
Kinda
close.
likely it's
Oh,
gonna happen. Well, for this round, we have IU Lilac versus Red Velvet.
Oh.
Feel My Rhythm. Feel my rhythm, come with me. Sorry.
I feel like you have to pick our Lord and Savior's IU song, Lilac here.
Resitting?
Feel My Rhythm is a nice whimsical song by Red Velvet. Yet it is not even in my like top 7 best Red Velvet songs.
Wow. Top 7. It would definitely be
Yeah.
in my top 7. It would definitely be
really?
in my top 5 as well. It would also be in the
Wow.
top 10 songs of the year for me.
Well,
Okay.
well, that's not a difficult thing to do in 2022. My guy.
Oh no. Hey, I have to admit though, Lilac by IU was like song of the year for me last year.
This is totally my biased
Yeah.
opinion as an IU fan too, though. So just saying.
I think it's almost representative of the way I feel about her album in general as well. But Lilac was a great. It was a great end to a certain era of her career. Also, looking back and moving forward, creating a message, put her identity in the song is also well done. That's all on top of a well-written melody, great arrangement, great vocals. Just IU Lilac is just a wonderful narrative, just in a nice little gift package. Feel My Rhythm is good too. I'm not saying it's bad at all. It's just IU's Lilac is like, it's the Goliath here, like.
This Red Velvet Feel My Rhythm is our most talked about song of 2022 for sure.
It
On this
is.
podcast, we spent so many weeks discussing this goddamn song.
What do you guys think the blue butterflies mean on the cover art?
Well, yeah, well, that's the thing though. I feel like for Feel My Rhythm, I felt more attracted or more like caught on the visuals, right? As opposed to like the song itself. And I feel like if I had to admit it, pure song wise, just listening, I listen to Lilac more than Feel My Rhythm.
I think Lilac's just a better song.
We will pick Lilac by Ijiun IU. Moving on to the next round.
Please don't be Dreamcatcher.
Next round 7. We have.
Oh my god, it happened.
All right. Well, for this round, we have The Feels Bite Twice and Killing Me by Chungha.
Oh my god.
All right.
Okay.
We'll talk about Dreamcatcher versus Dreamcatcher in a second.
I
But
believe that happened.
boy, I know.
You got the feels?
I got the feels.
I was lower on the feels than everyone when we reviewed this song.
But now?
It's grown on me a lot.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go.
And I think that this Chunga song is a mid song.
Yeah, that's how I felt. That's how I talked about it when it first came out, and you guys
It's
called me
pretty
crazy.
mid. It's pretty mid.
It's song's alright. It's fun. It's nice. But
It's just like it's just like a generic electronica song, and Chunga sings on it. That's how it feels like to me.
yeah, no, that's the kind of vibe I got too. And like, it's coming off the back of like a great run of X, Bicycle, her stuff with 88 Rising. So to me, it was a bit of a letdown.
Well, I'm looking at the what songs Chunga beat out, right? With
Yeah.
Killing
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
The songs she beat out were like Hwasa, I'm a Bit. The big one is probably Ives 11,
Oh,
which
wow.
also grew on us. It
it did.
Chunga, yeah, it beat it out pretty hard.
Wow.
That Ive 11 song got third on the Spice chart one week, never appeared again.
Wow.
We were super.
We were
biased
blind,
against them.
and
Yeah.
now
And
we
its
see.
third win was when it tied with Lucy. Yeah, so that was it. Basically slayed Ive 11.
Dang.
I don't. In retrospect, it probably shouldn't have.
Same.
But
Yeah.
hey, that might actually be a topic for us one week. We go through Spice past Spice charts and we talk about if we still agree with these results or not
Was
on
that
certain
the
weeks.
correct decision?
That could be a topic. That being said, Twice the Feels definitely should win here, 100%.
The feels.
I got the feels.
Yes.
Moves on to the next round. Which
I
leaves
wonder
us
what this is.
with the last round of the round of 16, which was Dreamcatcher Maison versus Dreamcatcher Odd Eye.
Mark, do you even have a preference of these two?
No, I do. I have a strong preference. You kidding?
Okay.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
Which one?
Okay.
Which one is your preference?
Dude, when we covered Maison, I was like, this song is way better than their previous stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my vote goes to Maison, Kitsune, Margella.
And do you have a preference?
I'm a little conflicted. This is so unfortunate, but the thing is, Ada, I feel like kind of made me like shift my register to Dreamcatcher because I really liked their performance for this. I remember like the styling, the dance was really cool for Odd Eye. So I feel like that was the breakthrough for me. I don't know about you guys, but Maison was really good too. And I feel like purely listening
Here,
wise,
let me say my choice before you
yes.
pick yours, because you're gonna
Right,
determine
right.
it, Anita.
No.
I'm picking Odd Eye here. Odd Eye is significantly more hype. Dreamcatcher, one of the ways to quantify a Dreamcatcher
Yes.
song is
Yeah.
how much rock hype am I generating?
Oh my god.
Oh, it's okay.
My
yeah.
song's more like a vibe. Home in the jungle, woo! You know, we're vibing. You know, we're naming off all the
Save the
things we're saving.
planet.
We're saving the polar bears. You know, like
You don't like saving the polar bears?
nah.
Yo,
Compared to Odd Eye,
Sustainability
Nah.
over here. Get out.
Nah.
You like Odd Eye more though. Okay.
I'm using single use cups over here while
Oh,
drinking in Odd Eye and
Oh
its glory.
no, you're using plastic straws.
Yeah, bro, come on. Odd Eye is just a significantly more hype song.
It
No,
is
I
hype.
disagree. I feel like Odd Eye is just sometimes not well organized and just loud for the sake of it. Maison does a great job. I feel like it does a great job of organized hype and building a proper pace into a very good climax and building out of it. I feel like the members themselves are a much better performer between Odd Eye and Maison as well. Like this was one of the tracks where I was like really impressed by the rap and the vocals and the dance and everything. Odd Eye.
I really like Dreamcatcher. That's what I'm looking at their song list here. God, Dreamcatcher's hype.
All right. Well, Anita, make the decision
Yeah.
for us.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like while I do appreciate the sound and the hypeness and like the significance of Odd Eye,
No.
I'm gonna go with Mason.
Sustainability
There's
wins.
some really good moments in that song.
Recycle your plastic, Douglas.
Like,
No.
Save the polar
save the
bears.
planet.
You're crazy. Y'all are bugging. What the?
Dreamcatcher
No.
Maison takes the win, moves on to the
No.
quarterfinals, which
There's no way.
leaves us with
It was
8 tracks for quarterfinals. We
All
have
right,
8
some
tracks.
of these are easier here. Lilac gotta win
All
here.
right, first round we have 17 Rock With You versus IU's Lilac.
Yeah, okay. I feel like Lilac was more of a encapsulating a whole discography and like significance of the progress that she has done as an artist. Rock With You, I feel like was kind of
It's
a
a
bit
dime a
trendy.
dozen good 17 track.
Yeah, it was good, but it felt like it was on riding a trend to a certain extent, like the more like rock-ish sound, right? It was good, but I don't think I would compare it higher than Lilac.
No, Rock With You is good. Lilac is a thesis piece. That's
That's
Yeah.
the argument.
right. That's not a word I've said in a while. But that's what that is, and for me that will go down forever as one of the better songs
There
of
it
the
is.
decade. So
Ooh, a decade.
yeah. IU Lilac takes the
Lilac.
win, moves on to semifinals. Next round we have Stacey Stereotype versus BTS Dynamite. Is it the Stacey girls or the Bangtan boys?
I'm picking Bangtan Boys Dynamite.
I'm also picking the Bangtan Sonyeondan over here.
Oh, then I was gonna pick Stereotype, but
I
clear
feel
winner
like
here.
Dynamite's just a better song relative to these two.
100%. I feel like it ushered in an era in K-pop. Both
Of all this
did,
retro
it
stuff.
did.
This is the reason we're still listening to retro stuff.
we still are.
It
And
did.
it's we can't ignore that. And they did a really good job of that as well.
Boom.
All right.
Dynamite.
Dynamite. Moving on to the next round. We have round 3. Fromis 9DM versus Stacy ASAP.
All right, well, this is easy. It's ASAP here. Come on.
Yeah, I agree.
Come
Yeah,
on.
I mean, unfortunately, Wigo is not on this because I think
if
that
it was
would
if it was Wigo versus ASAP,
That's
as
a
Anita
good
saying,
fight.
It's
that's a
Wigo.
good fight. That's a good
fight.
No, it's ASAP.
No, it's
But it's
Wigo.
ASAP.
It's Wigo.
It's ASAP. It's ASAP. It's ASAP.
But alas, it's not Wigo, so Stacy ASAP.
It's Bim Bam Boom. Yes.
Bim Bam Boom wins.
Is
Fight
Rocket
Cup.
Punch? Is Rocket Punch like okay, dude? Like,
They're doing a Japanese single release. Oh, sorry, EP release soon.
Okay, okay.
okay.
Very good.
Clearly, they're doing that because they still have investors. So thank God. All right, moving on to the last round of the quarterfinals. We have Twice the Field versus Dreamcatcher Maison.
The feels.
Oof.
Yeah.
Really?
Look.
And I ain't even a huge fan of the feels, but I think the feels wins here.
Yeah, no, I'll have to admit, I like Maison. I said it's a good song. I said I liked it over a lot of the other Dreamcatcher stuff. But you guys know, everyone who's been watching for over a year at this point knows how hyped I was for the feels. Like,
There were, yeah. Interesting.
No, I got the feels.
My vote. I'm still gonna go to Dreamcatcher.
Wow, Anita.
Wow.
Just for the fact that I feel like I haven't been a huge fan. Like, while it's still a good song, right? The Fields is still a good song. It hasn't been really the one song that has captured me like Fancy did. Even maybe Feel Special, I think, was still on that route. And then we took a turn around I Can't Stop Me, and I haven't quite gotten into the Twice songs as much as Fancy, but they're still really good. Meanwhile, I feel like Dreamcatcher kind of really grabbed me with this one.
I do feel like Twice in the recent couple years, I haven't been a huge fan of their music. Especially after Post Feel Special. I was very openly critical about I'll Call Free. I like The Scientist, but at the same time, a lot of people argued it was just a typical Twice track, and I kind of see that. The Feels did a good amount of capturing the Twice song, doing a really good job business strategy-wise.
Western market.
Right, and also venturing out. I think it's still ventured out of the typical Twice musical sound as well. So in that aspect, I feel like The Feels is a very significant song in their discography, and also just a damn good song too.
I'm voting for the feels, but I don't think it's top 4 out of the 16 songs.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, I
I
mean
will
that's
vote
what
for
it is now. So
Yeah.
We'll get to it
we'll
then.
get to it there. I will admit, Twice the Feels I think is like a top 4 Twice track for me.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Wow. Okay.
I think I
Okay.
would.
You're nuts, but okay.
Other songs up there would be TT, Cheer Up,
Agree. Okay.
Fancy.
Definitely.
I
Probably
have
this after.
my 4 TT, Cheer Up, Feel Special, Fancy. In some
That
order.
I agree with that too.
Those are my top 4.
Okay, yeah, I would probably put the Feel Special song behind
The
Likey,
feels.
behind Heartshaker, behind the Feels. So that's like what, 7th, 8th?
Wow. Okay.
Wait,
Okay.
whoa, we got what the?
Okay.
Yeah, no.
You don't like Feel Special anymore. God damn.
You know what? No, we talked about this the last time we did the Twice World Cup. I was
That's
like, Feel Special is nice, but
crazy.
I would place it behind all of these tracks.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, just pick twice.
I
here.
will pick Twice the
Twice.
Feels, and we can move on to the semifinals, where we have 4 tracks competing to be the
Oh
winner of Twice Cup.
no!
We have
Oh,
Lilac by
no!
IU versus ASAP by Stacy.
Oh no!
Ah.
Oh no,
No.
Oh no! This is what I feared most.
See, I gotta go with.
These are two S tier songs right now, dude.
You know what we ended up with? I just realized.
What?
This is songs from 2011. Sorry, 2021.
2021? Yeah.
We're doing the best. We're doing the stuff we did last winter.
Oh god.
Is that dilemma all over again?
I'm going to pick. I can't. I don't know. I was gonna make a
Okay,
pick.
I think I'm a little biased here, but Stacy's ASAP, I think, literally solidified them as like the next up and coming group. They kind of went a little viral, and it really did the setup for the really, really successful run they had afterwards. And I feel like even then, this song, I feel like it's still really good. Like it still holds up.
Right. I'm gonna make things really difficult for Douglas over here and vote for IU Lilac. In my argument here, I hear you, Anita. I hear your voice.
Yes.
I hear your argument. However, there are other songs in K-pop history that have done that. G by Girl Generation.
Iconic.
Cheer Up by Twice. Iconic. Character
Legendary.
defining. Career defining.
Yes.
And then we have ASAP by Stacey. I'm not saying the song. There have been other songs in that realm as well, like Blackpink, Whistle, or like Red Velvet Dum Dum. You know, these tracks. Career defining.
Yes.
Incredibly successful. Huge first time breakouts. IU's also had a track like that, and that was 좋은 날, Good Day. That being said, IU's Lilac does more than just being a good song and being a successful hit. And it defines her career, has a message in her story that we can relate to.
As an IU fan, my hot take about Lilac is it was her best song in 10 years.
What?
I think
Really?
I think after Good Day and You and I, she released a lot of great songs, right? But I would say everything post You and I fails in comparison versus Lilac. For me.
Wow.
Did you not like Red Shoes? That
I
whole
wasn't a
era?
huge
How
fan
about
of
You
that.
and I?
Oh.
Or the da 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 da.
No, I said post You and I.
Oh,
Yes.
Post You and I.
Okay,
I said after Good Day and You and I said after that, I think this is my favorite song post those two.
BP? This is better than BP?
Yeah.
Better than what's it called? 23?
That's the only one I would consider putting about the same level.
Okay, yeah, that's
So-
a
so
conversation
what are
for
you
another
voting
time.
down?
Yeah. What's your vote? What are you picking?
Oh, I'm
You haven't told us
afraid.
anything.
I'm afraid.
I know it's probably gonna be an unpopular selection. And I'm going to pick if I had to listen to one song, it'd probably be Lilac over it.
Lilac by IU. Eun takes the win. Moves on to the
ASAP.
final round of Spice Cups. Goodbye, ASAP by
AC
Stacey
girls.
Girls. They
At
let
the end of the day,
down.
I'm so biased. What was I supposed to do there? Here,
That
Dynamite
leaves
wins. Dynamite
The
wins.
Field versus the Dynamite.
Dynamite wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
It just wins. Out of those four songs, this is the weakest.
Yeah. Here's the thing. The Feels existed because Dynamite did.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
In
I see that argument.
both a musical way and a business way. I can't argue against that. And in that aspect, I have to vote for Dynamite here.
All right.
Oh, Anita, you agree too?
Yeah, I'm okay with this.
All right. Well, between Twice the Fields and BTS's Dynamite, the Bangtan Boys takes the win with the Dynamite. Moving on
Final.
to the final round of Spice Cups 2022, we have IU, Ijiun's Lilac versus BTS 방탄소년단's Dynamite. Go.
I will pick IU's Lilac here because I think Lilac is maybe a top 3 IU song, whereas Dynamite is not a top 3 BTS song.
I think Dynamite is a top 3 BTS song at this point.
I think it is close, but for me, it is not.
As far as like career wise.
Yes.
Career. Okay.
These are two really good songs.
They're really
They
good
are.
songs.
You could pick, I think, any of the top 4 songs. That's not the feels you could have put in. I think those are the top. I think those were the top 3 songs on this list.
ASAP,
think
Lilac,
ASAP.
Dynamite.
I like that.
Yes, I think those are the big 3 on that list.
Yeah.
How about I ask the audience, rank Lilac, Dynamite, and ASAP in our comment section
Yes.
or
What is
on
your-
the SojuTalk Talk channel.
your votes?
Rank those 3. I want to know what everyone thinks.
Warren, do you have any strong opinions here?
Oh, they're both strong. Oh,
Okay.
Oh, they're strong.
no, I'm saying I like both. I
Okay.
feel strongly about both. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, yes.
Anita, I'll let you go first, please.
Ah, dang.
I beg you to go first this time.
Okay. We'll see. Okay. I feel like my opinion might be a little wavered here and there because I didn't love Dynamite as much as I liked Butter, right? Which was the follow-up to that run that BTS had and kind of set the stage for a lot of their stuff recently. Having said that, I do feel like it's a really catchy song. I understand the importance of it. The thing with Lilac is that I think it's a really great song, I also do wonder, like, it's really great, and I think you enjoy it even more if you were a fan and you kept up and you understand like the references and like the build up to this song, right? So I wonder, like, is it a combination of both? Like, would you experience the same thing if you were coming in brand new to this song? That's the dilemma I have here, because I feel like I have that experience with Lilac because of my background, but I don't think everybody else would.
Well,
So my vote will go. Okay, I'll be the one to make it hard for you, Warren. I'll vote for
oh, good
Dynamite.
God. Okay. Well, let me go off.
Wait. I've been thinking about this. I might switch my vote.
Doug!
You can't do that.
Wait, I think that I was thinking about it, right?
Yes.
The Lilac's it's a great song, right? It's an objective. But I think that the Dynamite, them strutting forward during the chorus, is one of the most iconic things in K-pop. That's an iconic scene, right?
Well, here's my thing, right? Let me go off of where Anita left off, because
Before you switch your vote, Doug. Yes.
right before you switch your vote, let me have my word. You may switch your vote later. The thing you mentioned, where you mentioned if you want to enjoy Lilac fully, you need to understand her career leading up to it. Whereas Dynamite, you can enjoy it without knowing the stuff that happened before it. I get that
To an
part,
extent, yeah.
right.
Yeah.
However, because Lilac encompasses the 10 years post or more than 10 years of her career, it captures so much emotions, right? It's like it's like Endgame, Avengers, you know? Like,
Okay.
it captures a lot of the stuff that was in the beginning and carries through. Now, that being said, in the beginning, we figured out what we're going to vote by, and we were voting by songs we like.
Yes.
I, for one, have followed her career on and off a bit. You know, sometimes I haven't really.
No,
kept up
we
with it.
decided to vote for best song.
Best song.
Oh, that still doesn't change. Okay, well,
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
in that case, yeah, that still doesn't change, because Lilac. I'm gonna go back to what I said. Lilac does a great job of capturing the message and her career leading up to that point. Dynamite's cool. It's almost a new chapter. It is a new chapter in their era and in their discography and their careers. But at the same time, sometimes I wonder if they disconnected a little too much, because the stuff that was leading into there was a clear pattern, and then that kind of disappeared. So what you say is a positive, for me is a negative. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah, I see your argument.
Right. Lilac is a clear IU track. Dynamite by BTS, it's a good track that happens to be from BTS.
Alright. So you're voting.
I am voting for Lilac.
Are you holding?
I'm holding firm on Lilac too, I think.
Oh, then I guess we got a winner.
Well, that means we have a final decision.
That's definitely an unpopular opinion, though, for sure. That's
Probably.
Yeah. Honestly,
ASAP probably should have just won.
Unfortunate.
It should have been Bim Bam Boom by Rocket Punch, but alas, it is Lilac by IU Ijiun from 2021, taking the win of the entire first annual Spice Cups 2022.
All right, do you want me to keep going with the show?
Yeah.
Next week, so tomorrow, Victon and Gravity via Universe. Thursday, Joyuri, and then on Sunday, Kim Jae-hwan. So not actually a big selection, but there are songs.
Some new stuff.
Okay.
This has been SojuTalk, your weekly shot at K-pop, episode 191. I'm Doug. I'd like to thank Warren and Anita for joining me this week. Once again, please let us know your order of Lilac, Dynamite, and ASAP. That's what we're curious about this week. And suggest to me any video games you think I should play right now to waste my time. But we'll see you guys next week, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
I'm gonna pee my pants.
Special shout outs to our Fiesta patrons: Bagel, Based Mina, Brian, Shadow, Cotton Ball, Delmonic, Ellie, Genki Boy, Goku Mama, Jacob, Liam's Games and Toys, Luke Daniels, and Jay Parks. Tier, thank you for joining SojuTalk. And special thanks to our Discord server mods: Jacob, K Music Erday, Koala, Mafiar, Max, No Bias Luna, Tuggles, and Wolf297.